1963, the Minnesota Municipal Commission, a body created by the state legislature to settle boundary disputes involving municipalities and townships, notified the Village of Lakeville and the Lakeville Township of their intent to order the annexation of the township to the village. On February 4, 1963, the Village of Lakeville notified the MMC that if they should issue an order annexing the township to the Village of Lakeville would accept such an order. With these two actions, and a subsequent action by the Commission incorporating the Township of Burnsville, began a chain of events which were to embroil the Minnesota Municipal Commission, the Village of Lakeville, Lakeville Township, the Village of Farmington, and the Village of Apple Valley in complicated legal and social battles that lasted from 1963 to 1971. In 1965, the village and the township officially petitioned the MMC to order a merger of the two communities. During this process, the Village Council of Farmington filed an objection and requested that the MMC to consider annexation of a portion of eastern Lakeville Township to the Village of Farmington. Then, on October 20th, 1966, the Minnesota Municipal Commission declared that the town and Village of Lakeville be incorporated into a single new municipality. The Village of Farmington immediately appealed the decision and attempted to place an injunction against elections for the new village. On February 11, 1967, the new Village of Lakeville, containing 48 square miles, became Minnesota's third largest city, next to Minneapolis and St. Paul. The first village council took up the long process of consolidating ordinances, facilities, equipment, employees, and services of the old village and township. This work was done under the constant threat that Farmington's various appeals in district court could possibly split the new Lakeville. Towards the end of the year, an attempt was made to iron out differences between Lakeville and Farmington, but no successful settlement came out of these meetings. After a year of deliberating, District Judge Robert Brunig upheld the order combining the village and the township. Farmington decided to carry on its appeal to the state Supreme Court. Once again, the Village of Lakeville moved forward, unsure of its boundary future and knowing that every decision made would be weighed against the possibility of political change. On July 11, 1969, in a surprise and shocking ruling, the Minnesota Supreme Court handed down an order declaring all previous decisions on the Lakeville merger to be sent back to the MMC. It took another year for the MMC to go through the mass of information and listening to hours of testimony. But on October 13, 1970, the Minnesota Municipal Commission ruled that Farmington could annex 10 sections of Lakeville Township's eastern border, and Apple Valley could annex 9 sections of Lakeville's northern portion, provided that the majority of citizens in the area vote yes to join Apple Valley. The months that followed were marked with public informational meetings, frantic public petitions and campaigning, letters to the editor, and more injunctions to stop any future Lakeville elections. Finally, the results of the voting came in. On January 12, 1971, the Valley Park area and 9 sections of Lakeville voted against annexation by Apple Valley, and Lakeville finally became a township and a ward of Dakota County. The Minnesota Municipal Commission's last order was on September 15th of that year, allowing Lakeville to annex Valley Park and 9 sections to the Village of Lakeville. The long and expensive 9-year boundary disputes, court battles, and government disruption and personal antagonisms were settled for better or for worse. This Lakeville History Moment is part of the Lakeville Area Historical Society's mission to educate residents about the community's past.